PS5 Pro revealed for $700, launches in November. Sony has finally unveiled its more powerful PS5, but the price is higher than some imagined it would be. Looks like I'm gonna have to take out a bank loan. Following plenty of speculation, tasks, and reports, Sony has officially announced that PlayStation 5 Pro. Why? Revealed by PlayStation system architect Mark Jenny during Sony's PlayStation 5 technical presentation, the PS5 Pro is said to be close to including the power of the PS5. The system costs $700 American and is not equipped with a disk drive, nor does it come with a vertical stand, which is sold separately. Pre-orders open on September 26th. The system includes 2 TB SSD, an increase from the standard PS5, as well as the usual inclusions of a DualSense wireless controller and a copy of Astro's Playroom, not to be confused with the just launched Astrobot. It launches on November 7th through PlayStation Direct and a variety of retailers around the world. Cerny called it the most powerful console Sony has ever made in terms of the design. It looks similar to the existing PS5 and is the same height, but with a racing stripe like cut out on the side, but it's the internals where the differences are more pronounced as Sony has upgraded the GPU to offer significantly more power. Sony spoke about the common choice of performance mode to prioritize frame rate versus fidelity mode to prioritize visual quality, and how performance mode is chosen roughly 75% of the time. The goal with PS5 Pro is to eliminate the need to make that choice, thanks to the upgraded GPU and AI upscaling techniques called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, which sounds similar to things like NVIDIA's DLSS, which can offer major enhancements in PC games and improved ray tracing effects. Here are the technical details of the PS5 Pro as written by PlayStation. Upgraded GPU. With PS5 Pro, we are upgrading to a GPU that has 67% more computer units than the current PS5 console and 28% faster memory. Overall, this enables up to 45% faster rendering for gameplay, making the experience much smoother. Advanced ray tracing. We've added even more powerful ray tracing that provides more dynamic reflection and refraction of light. This allows the rays to be cast at double and at times triple the speeds of the current PS5 console. AI-driven upscaling. We're also introducing PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, an AI-driven upscaling that uses a machine learning-based technology to provide super sharp image clarity by adding an extraordinary amount of detail. While the PS5 Pro does not come with a disk drive, it is compatible with the $80 disk drive add-on. Some of the games that will take advantage of the PS5 Pro features include Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Demon's Souls, Dragon Dogma 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Gran Turismo 7, Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon Forbidden West, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, The Crew Motorfest, The First Descendant, and The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. These games will be designated with the wording PS5 Pro Enhanced. The PS5 Pro also includes a feature called PS5 Pro Game Boost, which enhances compatible PS4 games for PS5 Pro. In total, more than 8,500 games are compatible. Sony said supported PS4 and PS5 games may see improved performance, while some PS4 games will run at higher resolutions. Other supported features include Wi-Fi 7, VRR, and 8K output. All three of those will require other compatible hardware in order to leverage. The PS5 Pro is compatible with existing PlayStation peripheral, including PSVR 2, PlayStation Portal, DualSense Edge, Pulse Elite, Pulse Explorer, and the Access controller. Our PS5 journey would not be possible without the millions of players that have supported us through the years and have shared us with their love of gaming. Whichever console option players choose, whether it's PS5 or PS5 Pro, we wish to bring everyone the very best gaming experience that fits their needs, Sony said. The PS5 Pro's existence is in keeping with tradition for Sony, as the company previously launched a Pro version of the PS4 in November of 2016. The PS4 Pro launched at $400 when the PS4 was $300. This time around, the price gap between the consoles is bigger, as the PS5 goes for $500 and the PS5 Pro will sell for $700. You can see how that $700 price compares to past consoles when adjusting for inflation. Prior to the announcement, Hideo Kojima's assistant uploaded a photo of the developer playing Death Stranding 2 with what looks like to be a device hidden under a cloak. Many believe this was a developer's version of the PS5 Pro. The announcement of the PS5 Pro comes not long after Sony had a success story with the launch of the critically acclaimed Astro Bot. This game helped improve the vibe surrounding Sony following the abrupt shutdown of Concord. Okay, so let's look at some comments. I wonder who's going to be meaner, me or the comments. Old Dad Gamer goes, I'm just wondering who this is for. If you're brand new to PlayStation and there's a 500 option and a 700 option, you'll likely go cheaper because you're new and probably don't know a, a teraflop from a floppy disk. If you have a PS5, that's doing just fine. Are these improvements really worth it? If you really do care about what that kind of speed and upscaling, you likely already have a PC. I'm sure it's a cool box that plays games. Well, but I'm at a loss to who Sony intended customers for this. Cyrus Eraser goes, I have a PC but want to play on a larger TV in my basement, so this would apply to me. You're an idiot. The $700 price tag is bullshit, though, considering it doesn't even come with a stand or a disk drive. And Bassman goes, then hook up your PC to your TV in the basement. And goes, Cyrus Racer goes, I use it upstairs. It's not going to. I'm not going to transplant it back and forth every night.
Mm.
And H.J. Roman said in response, "That's right. Some people don't get the concept of a game console. It's a device to put in your TV room that is not necessarily the same room where you have your computer. I am not talking about handheld computers or laptops." So, Dr. Games 101, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I have to say this though. At first, I can go with buying the $700 console. That's if and only if I'm desperate as like a 7, 8, 9 year old gamer. And ask my mommy and daddy for it, but that's about it. But as an adult gamer now, I'm almost being 40. And my budget is very strict. I'm not going to sacrifice $700 of my paycheck just to play this damn thing. I mean, it's stupid at first, but
It's only $700 for the console. If you want a disk drive, that's $80. If you want the stand, that's like $20. So that's $100 more.
plus tax, maybe get free shipping with a New York City fee. I forgot about that too. They've been doing that for the last several months now on DoorDash and other outlets when you want to buy stuff online and stuff. So Amazon's doing the same thing too. So that's at least about $5 and not $10. So
Yeah.
you know,
Um, I just have to say, let me try to put this in a way that I can make my point clearly.
go ahead.
The PS5 is already worthless. There is no reason to have a PS5 if you have a PS4. What's the what? Spider-Man 2? Is that I think that's the only game that's compatible on PS5 that's not compatible on PS4 that people care about. So
Right.
you make another console when no new games are coming out exclusive for PlayStation, that's going to be even more expensive. Um who's going to get this? If you got the money, you probably I mean most like I said, they broke it down clearly in the comments. Kids, they're gonna have to ask their parents for it. Parents, if they're smart, they're not gonna get it because they're gonna see all the stuff that has to be brought with it, and they're gonna be like, "Screw this."
Mm-hmm.
Unless the parents are very, very well off, and even then, um, it's gonna be it's gonna be very few people who actually get it. So kids not gonna get it. Teenagers not gonna get it. Um, if you care really about the graphics, you probably play on a PC anyway. If if you're a console gamer, are you really if you didn't get burned with the PS5, why would you if you got burned with the PS5 because like I said, there's like 18 games, maybe even less that are exclusive to PlayStation 5. Why would you spend more money on PS5 Pro? I mean, I've
Yeah, it's ridiculous because
what
I'd rather I'd rather spend $1,000 for a new PC that's now my computer is croaked down because I use my laptop and all. So now I never need a $1,000 PC. So screw the PS5 down, and even the Xbox Series, especially the newest one that's coming out in fall or next
Yep.
month or two. That's
Yep.
like at least $70 right there. The 2 terabyte edition.
Yeah,
No
that's like
disc
six
drive, I
hundred
don't care.
dollars for the 2 terabyte one.
And it is supposed to be a disc drive or no disc drive, like which one.
You
But
said it was. You said I know the two cheaper Xboxes had no disk drive. You said you heard the third one, the most expensive, also didn't have a disk drive.
either that or it has the different versions. I'm not sure yet. I should look into that further, though. Sorry about that, guys. But I found out earlier, though, that most likely comes with a disc drive, the 2 terabyte edition that's coming out next month.
But still, I mean, it's kind of. I mean, like I said, Xbox got its own problems. Give them a white flag and tell them call it a day, um, and they could just wave the white flag like they had, like they have been doing. So I mean, it's but I mean, like I said, the PS5 was a waste of money when I saw the extremely low list of games that are needed to play a PS5, and now they're making a Pro version.
Hmm.
If you buy the PS5 Pro and you can afford it, you're just you're just you're just in you're giving the wrong message to these companies because this is shit that's got to stop. I mean, like I said, the PS5 was pretty much not even needed, and now they're making a Pro.
Now here's
No new games mentioned that I know of. It's just all about the PS5 Pro, where you can play older games.
for better
Yeah,
quality.
yeah. And really, how many people are gonna realize that quality? Well, if you play on a PS5 already and you play it to the PS5 Pro, you have to have like screenshots up side by side to notice the differences. It's like in those old highlight magazines from the 90s where they show you two pictures that are similar but you have to circle the differences in one of the pictures.
Yeah.
That's what these graphics are like. It's going to look pretty much the same to the naked eye unless you have like screenshots up side by side or if you're really like, looking through with like a fine-tooth comb to notice the differences, and that's what you're banking on. That's what's supposed to drive people.
And we're not getting any new games for the Sony, or at least a group of games with Sony's system until the earliest 2025 at the earliest.
April 2025 at the earliest. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, so get a PS5 Pro, and you can continue to play games that are already out.
No new games until at the earliest 2025, and they're selling it right this
April
second.
2025.
Yeah. 6 months from now, pretty much, not at least.
Yeah. So I mean, I just don't understand the point, and I really don't. I mean, I understand the point. It's greed, just pure greed.
What they
Um,
should have done, if I can say this though, Triple J, what they should have done is push that later date of the PS5 Pro until like March or even not May of 2025 or somewhere like that. And then you make sales on it. But no,
yeah.
they wait till a holiday. It's all about the Christmas season and about like when is the best time to sell it properly.
But I mean, it's just I don't. I honestly, I really hope people are not dumb enough to run out there and be like, "Ooh, I gotta get this."
Yeah.
Why?
Most of us adult gamers can agree that this is still a bit too much for us to buy $700 worth. It's best to buy a $1,000 PC at this rate that I build as part of this company that I was with. Not company, but the company, yes, but it's just that they have like a built for software feature where you get the AMD graphics card and the NVIDIA drive and such, and it all adds up to like $1,075 with shipping and handling. That's about it. So it's that's $300 more I could spend for that kind of quality. Something of
Yeah,
that sort.
yeah. So I mean, the PS5 Pro, um, it's just it's. I mean, they were showing. They had to use old games to show it off because they had nothing new to come out to show it to show its capabilities.
Yeah, it's not like the PS4 Pro back during the 20 was it 2017, 2016 when they had games put out like Knack and Jack and Dexter maybe, and have what's it called, Ratchet and Clank now back in the PS4 era.
Yeah.
Like those, they kept coming up with games one after another from as well as 2013 till 2018, 2019, and then all of a sudden, then PS5 came out. Now it's like the delay because of that pandemic and all. So whatever happened during that pandemic kind of screwed up the timing of both Sony and PlayStation to release these consoles, whether they're high quality or not. That's not the problem. Problem is timing and also when games will come out for those systems. That is it. You know.
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, well, then again, Sony and then Sony announced they weren't going to have any first-party games till April 2025 at the earliest.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, why does Sony need to make games? Microsoft's making them.
And Microsoft's in the same similar position too, where they only make with Sony games and Redfall and Starfield supposed to be their ace in the hole. Now all of a sudden, by 2025, we're going to have games like the South of Midnight for the Xbox Series and all, and whatever that game, other games coming out, where there wasn't a Potato Head or Mr. Potato Head version of 007 missions and stuff like that. So Jeff Keighley helped out, the company of Xbox to push their future projects, but that's like what, at least as of June, that's like 8 months in advance. That's about it. So it's weird for them to do that, but they did it anyway. So it's gonna screw up their sales in the long run. More power to them. These sucky Sony and Microsoft.
And I thought Redfall was actually going to be good. I have to admit, this is before the game came out.
Right.
I thought concept-wise it was going to be good. But I knew Starfield was going to suck.
Always be boring.
Yeah, and it's just like it's kind of like those games with the Titanic of the Xbox brand. I mean, you can really call it the brand. I mean, it's kind of like they're putting all the information, they're all putting all their effort into Game Pass, and then just status quo for the rest, I guess.
Indeed.
Anything else to add, or ready to move on?
I just want to say though that Phil Spencer head of Xbox and that president of Xbox as well, they're not doing too well trying to compete better towards Sony, in my opinion, for them to overcome these not stupid console wars, but the redundancy of console wars, meaning that they're not putting value to these console warfares. In my opinion, because us older gamers, we're into the console war still until we pass away. That's about it. But the younger young gamers are not into the console wars like we are, also older gamers. So once till we pass away, that's it. The worthiness of having a console of any kind, of any brand or any company will be irrelevant because most of the young gamers are into like what's that game compatible to my other systems that I can play anywhere or anytime on. That's all it is right now. It's play anywhere, anytime. So this is the last time we're going to be putting these good consoles out, supposedly good consoles out, but that's about it. And then after this generation, it's going to be like, what's next for the newer gamers to buy? It is what it is now. So that's all I have to say.
I just have to say it, and I'm just going to continue saying. At first, I didn't want to say it because I don't want to drill the point home, but I think I want to drill that point home now. This is why it's better to go back to retro. And when I say retro, I mean PS3, 360, Wii U, or further back. Even though the PS3 and 360 are like 20 years old at this point, so you could call them retro.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like I said, most of the time I have my Xbox One on, but I'm watching YouTube because I don't have any other way to watch YouTube on my TV because it's not a smart TV.
Oh yeah, my TV is a smart TV as well, but it's better with the Xbox because it's interactive, meaning that like you can go between like SoundCloud or with gaming and stuff like that at the same time, etc., etc. Netflix as well. So